So you're thinking of moving to Spokane, Washington, and you've got a budget of maybe $500,000 to $600,000, give or take, but you're not sure where to move. Well, this video is for you. We're going to walk around Spokane South Hill a little bit, see what that budget would get you. Stick around. Hey everybody, this is Haydn Halsted with the Halsted Home Team, located right here in Spokane, Washington. And if you are new to the channel, I make these videos for you to help you make a decision on if Spokane is the right place for you to move. Make videos about these walking tours, the Spokane real estate market, restaurants, places to eat, sleep, hang out, play, all that good stuff. So stick around for a lot more of that. But if you are moving, people give me calls, texts, emails all the time with questions about the area. So feel free to, or don't hesitate to reach out to me, because I'm happy to help answer any questions that I can. So a little bit about the neighborhood that we are walking in today. So we are smack dab in the middle of the Comstock neighborhood and the Cliff Cannon neighborhood. And this little square radius is like one of my favorite little sections of town where I used to hang out all the time growing up. Basically we're hanging out in between 29th Avenue on the south end down to 21st, and then Bernard all the way over to High Drive. So we probably have a little map overlay of that here so you can kind of see where we are. But a lot of people will say, hey, I want to live in Comstock, or I want to live in Cliff Cannon or Manitou, but there's some of these little pockets that kind of fall in between there, don't have a name specifically, and I want to walk through these neighborhoods because they have awesome houses. Things that this neighborhood has to offer, I mean, I just listed off that it's right smack in between some of the most beautiful parks in Spokane. You have Comstock to the south, you have Manitou Park to the east over there, and then you have the High Drive, the bluff, over to the west. And so you have some great hiking over there. So in terms of getting out, walking the dog, taking your kids to a playground, tons of great options for that. The great thing about the proximity to those parks is that the lots in this neighborhood aren't ginormous. I mean, most houses have a front yard and a backyard, but you're not looking, unless you have a corner lot or something, you're looking at a pretty just standard lot, 5,000 to 6,000 square feet. And a lot of these houses around here, you can kind of see that they have hills in the front yard, and so you really only get like half a front yard half the time anyway. So being close to those parks allows you for some, if having a yard is something that you're interested in, a big yard or something like that, you can still live in this neighborhood, but then just take your dogs to the park or something, less grass to mow. It's kind of a win-win, honestly. So we will be focusing on houses that are between like 500 and 600,000, and I'll kind of show you those and what those look like in the details. But if that's not your price range, this neighborhood usually has houses anywhere from $475 all the way up to $1 million. It really just depends. There's a big range of houses from 3-bedroom, 1 bath on the very small end to some like really big 5-6 bedroom, 2-3 bath houses here and there that are just more of the monstrosities in the area, but big, beautiful craftsman Victorian homes, but with a scattering of like 1950s bungalows, brick ranchers, stuff like that. So this neighborhood is also home to Wilson Elementary. It's a great school and just went through an awesome remodel. So I think the building is like twice as big as it used to be. Almost every elementary school in Spokane has now been remodeled. They're on the second phase of now remodeling the middle schools and updating and building some new middle schools. But the main middle school for this neighborhood is Sacagawea, and then kids will often go on to Lewis and Clark High School from here. Additionally, people will come far and wide for Scoop Ice Cream, the Scoop Ice Cream. It's an ice cream stand that's been around for as long as I can remember. I was visiting it when I was 10, 11, 12 years old, riding my bike over here. They've recently opened up, kind of expanded in the building, and have opened up a bagel place as well. So now they're not just doing ice cream. You can actually stop by, get a breakfast sandwich, hang out on their outdoor patio, and it's really awesome. So not just a benefit of this neighborhood, like people from all over Spokane come to swing in there just because the food is really good. All right, let's start checking out some of these houses. So this first one we're going to walk by is a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2,900 square foot house, like vintage craftsman, all the original woodwork on the inside, but some cool updates. This one features something unique, a 3-car insulated garage. And so this one is listed just shy of $600,000. If I didn't say it already, it's a 4-bed, 2-bath, but that guy right there. So just a little cutie. But a lot of these houses, if you're not from the area, super common for homes in Spokane to have basements that were once unfinished and have now been finished. And so houses that originally might have been a 3-bed 1-bath or a 2-bed 1-bath have now made it into the 4-bed 2-bath, 4-bed 3-bath range, just because we've been able to finish out those basements, add some usable square footage and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's a very common style for this neighborhood. Almost would call it like a vintage bungalow, because that's just a one level, main level floor, or you could have main level living, but you'll usually have some extra room in the basement to live as well. But yeah, you can definitely find houses that still have a lot of the original woodwork, fireplaces, built-ins, all that kind of cool stuff. But in this neighborhood, a lot of people have spent some time to update, modernize kitchens, bathrooms, add new roofs, AC, etc. So in the price range, those are the types of things you could expect, even though you're buying a house that was built in 1924, which I don't think I said either. So yeah, that's that house, and that's pretty common. So 500,000, or that's sorry, right at 600,000 on that one. Kind of just your base level, nothing super fancy, but nice house, good condition, all that good stuff. So let's head over to the next one. So I'm here on 21st Avenue, just around the corner of the next house that we're going to look at. And 21st is unique because it's the only street that has this like tree-lined little park in the middle of it right here. You have one-ways basically on either side of it. So super wide street, tons of trees in the area, as you can see, and it's really beautiful. 21st will lead you straight to Manitoba Park if you take it all the way down. And so it's just really accessible. And then we're on the edge of that Cannon Hill neighborhood, the park just being like 2 blocks down from here as well. So really gorgeous neighborhood, super accessible to all the parks, a loud truck behind me, but it's just an awesome place to be. So this next house, which I'll be quick to walk by because it looks like it's just sold and they're packing up right now, but it's also a 4-bed 2-bath, but a little bit smaller. It's about just shy of 2,400 square feet, and it needed a lot more updating. The price was at $550,000, so about $50,000 cheaper, but between condition and square footage, I'll actually notice that the price per square foot has gone up a little bit, because we have jumped over on the other side of Lincoln Street, a little bit closer to Manitou, a little bit closer to Cannon Hill. So basically your dollar's not going to go quite as far, just because the location has just gotten that much better. So price per square foot on this little corner of this neighborhood will go up just a little bit, just because you're much closer to the park, just within 1 to 2 blocks versus maybe 10 blocks or so. Maybe you can hear it in my breath, but this neighborhood does have a lot of hills, so I was just hiking up the hill. But I just wanted to show you this. This house is so sweet. I mean, just completely remodeled craftsman. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's something that would most likely be in that $8, $9, maybe $1 million range. So just wanted to show you that because it's just such an awesome house. Huge garage back there. So very unique. I imagine the inside is beautiful too. But just want to mention that because I was just walking by. I will purposely go out of my way sometimes just to see that house, just because I think it's so cool. There's another one up here actually, that what you'll notice in this neighborhood is there are a lot of houses getting remodeled and fixed up a lot. And it's not because it's a neighborhood that's being flipped or getting gentrified or anything. It's gentrified, that's for sure. But you'll just notice that people have bought a house here 20, 30 years ago. They have no interest in leaving because they know that their location is so awesome. And so then I was driving around here. People are doing additions like crazy around here, just expanding on the house that they have. And so this house right here, I'm about to walk past, just did this major addition right here. It's been going on for months, but it's a massive house. They got a cool deck. So, I mean, that's probably a good $250,000, $300,000 addition that they did just because they love the location. They're going to stay here forever. So no need to move. Just add on to what you got because it's worth it. It's worth it around here for sure. Like, you're going to get your money back. So this last home that we're going to check out, we'll show you the variations of the neighborhood. It was built in 1949 rather than like the early 1900s, 1920s. So it's more of a bungalow style, listed and pending for $500,000, 3-bed, 2-bath, just shy of 1,800 square feet. So it'll kind of show you nice landscaping. But kind of just shows you that's what the bottom of the range would look like for the neighborhood is, slightly less about 1,000 square feet less, missing a bedroom, probably missing a family room or something like that, like a rec room space, anything like that. So, but yeah, that's kind of, there's another home for sale right now that's about $485. And then the cheapest I've seen in this neighborhood was $375, but it was a real fixer upper. Like, I don't think anybody had remodeled it since it was built, and I think the homeowner had been there for about 40 years. So yeah, so that's kind of what you're walking into if you just wanted to be in the neighborhood, whether you want a smaller house. It's totally possible, right around the $500,000 range. So in terms of Spokane, it's not totally like a starter neighborhood for the locals here. Average sales price is creeping up on the price range of this neighborhood, but for anybody moving out of the area, Seattle, California, all this kind of stuff, you can get a house similar size, pretty nice updates, anywhere from $500,000 to $800,000, but $500,000 to $600,000. It's going to be in good shape, and it'll be comparable to what you've been paying in the $900,000 to like 1.2 range, most likely. So beautiful neighborhood, super convenient to getting to downtown and all that good stuff. So hope you enjoyed this walking tour. Hope it was insightful. Make sure to check out some other videos on our channel to see other neighborhoods, what the real estate market is doing and all that stuff. And if you are moving to the area, like I said, please don't hesitate to call, text, email me with any questions, or leave a comment down below. What neighborhood do you want to see me walk through? What are you interested in? What price ranges do you want to check out? All that good stuff. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.